Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG to ever answer the question, why didn't they take the Eagles to Mordor? I am your host, Don Marshall, and joining me are Max Randolph, Zach Smith, ttoorriifoxx, and Charlotte Moore Lambert, the destroyers of the One Ring, and the answer to the question, why didn't they take the Eagles to Mordor? Thank you all so much for joining us on this ride. We left our heroes at the base of at the top of a volcano amidst some rocks. Before we get to that, though, we have a couple of people to thank. We want to thank, throughout the entirety of this series, Sara Shunke. She goes by @sarahmschunke on Instagram, Littlewit the cartographer for making some excellent battle maps, and Cullen Vance for the amazing music. You can go to cullenvancecreative.com for his services. You can go to Facebook for Littlewit the cartographer and follow Sara Shunke on Instagram. And special thanks to my wife. She goes by natmarshall20 online. A huge thanks to our sponsor, The Rook and the Raven, and a huge, huge, huge thank you to Free League Publishing, who so many years ago gave us an early copy of The One Ring so that we could get a jump start and continue this train of chaos that's been following the tracks for 3 years now. And it is wild to think that this is sort of a farewell. It is not the final farewell. Just before we get into the fullness of the episode itself, we will likely have kind of Appendices style episodes. We don't have any special guests today, unfortunately, but we will and would like to have some in the future. But we are, of course, all working adults with schedules that unfortunately don't always line up with the way that real life and TTRPGs can so often clash. So we just want to make sure that we are all accommodating that. So we will be probably taking some breaks here and there. We will keep you updated on the Discord and across social media if we have to skip a week as we try to schedule these to get everybody back. Because I want to see, I want to see what you guys do with Erkirion. I want to see Zach and Chris in one final Thranduil Hallowed scene, as I'm sure many people in live chat do. But we still have some things to work out. So with all of that out of the way, and my players prepared, is everybody ready to get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get off this rock.
Okay.
Let's get off this rock.
Yeah.
Let's go. And welcome back. When we last left off, the One Ring of Power was destroyed. The Witch King of Angmar no longer a threat, his body crumpling into itself as Halloweth, with a Gandalf roll, threw Smeagol over the side of the lava, but on a failed athletics check that he forgot to roll with favor. Which that's on me.
Which was rectified afterwards.
Which was rectified
on a
afterwards.
reroll.
Having rolled another 2 during the after party when we all realized that it happened. But what a way for the storytelling to work out, because Halloweth, you managed to throw Aegloss and use the momentum and fell on the rocks and were, in a manner of speaking, you were gone. You met Mandos. You were in the place where elves go after they die. But the players did their best. And the mechanics of this game work as such, that you are first considered wounded, and then considered dying, and then considered dead. And in a rescue mission unlike I could have possibly prepared for, Halloweth was rescued by Beery on his mithril shield, being hoisted and lowered down over the lava and rocks.
Mission Impossible style.
Mission Impossible style for sure. When we eventually turn this into some sort of indie comic book, I want the Mission Impossible art. As Beery, fireman lifted Halloweth and his body up as the girls pulled one after another. Beery, you took a really big chunk of damage. Your whole body is singed, but you're a forged dwarf. You know exactly how to handle that kind of heat. And you made your way away from the lava but found yourself stuck on a boulder in the middle of Mount Doom as in front of you, pyroclastic flow notwithstanding, as the lava sort of seeps out when the mountain explodes. No one talks about the pyroclastic flow until the Rings of Power fanboys got there, so I just have to throw that in there, of course.
I talk about the pyroclastic flow,
Thank
and
you.
I don't think we spent enough time on the toxins in the air, but that's fine.
We're not going to worry about it. You're elves and dwarves. So, you know, if anything, it's a J.R.R. Tolkien plot hole. Also, magic volcano. Anyway, all of that is to say, you find yourself on a boulder with Halloweth unconscious, and the way the mechanics work, I need one of you to make a successful healing check within the next hour. So,
Okay.
please give me
Okay.
a healing check.
I'm okay at healing.
Is that including me?
No, you are
Okay.
wounded, and if
Yeah.
none of them succeed, you will be considered dying.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Imagine if this is how I get you.
No, don't even say that.
Oh.
Hold on.
I don't look at. You know what? Barry's rolling.
You got to
What the
roll,
hell?
Barry.
I rolled a 19.
One success.
I'm working off digital dice. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot a lot of
That's
stuff at home.
That is a negatory. Barry's too busy like putting out like one of his handlebar mustache. Like it's like a candle. He's like,
Okay.
not the beard.
No, I don't make it.
Sorry,
Ah.
with
Yeah,
one
missed it by 2.
success, with one success, Halloweth, you have 1 HP, and the rest of you see as strewn out and nearly unconscious, Toriel begins to tend Halloweth's wounds, and his body is broken in a way that only a fall can. He's got trauma to his head, his arm's out of place, there's probably a dislocation here or there. I don't want to get too graphic, but you have taken a severe beating. But you're an elf. Your body has withstood quite a lot. You've cut your own finger off. Halloweth, I will give this to you as you somewhat regain your consciousness. What do you think hurts the most, and what does Halloweth do about it?
I think that, I mean, Halloweth's whole body is not just like, ooh, I'm broken. He on fire. Like he was next to the lava of Mount Doom. Like that's not fun in any sense. I think genuinely his foot in particular, the foot that was in the fire is going to be still, I mean, his foot was in lava for a long time. That foot may not be usable again, ever, I'm assuming. Because how long did it take Barry to like them all to get down and then hoist him out of the fire?
3 turns.
So, like, but realistically, they're going down you said it was like 100 feet down to the lava. To get down 100 feet, that's a long way. That's probably to get all that fitted out, tie the shield on, hoist Halloweth. That's at least 5 minutes in fire.
There's probably no, like you said, not to get too graphic, but there's probably no.
I don't think there's a foot there anymore.
If that is a character choice you want to make, Halloweth. Yeah?
Oh, man.
The foot's gone. It's cauterized. The wound is...
Oh, yeah.
You know. But it's gone. What do the 3 of you talk about on this boulder as you sit there looking out beyond the pyroclastic flow and the clouds of ash and dust and smog?
Can't imagine that at first there is a lot of like talking. I mean, I think as soon as they're safe, correct me if you guys have different ways you want to take it, but I feel like we would scramble to the rock and check on Halloweth. Toriel is probably, as she's trying to heal him, she's doing like the whole body once over, just checking what she knows he's been lying with 1 foot in the fire for a while. She gets down to the end of his foot and just, oh no. rolls up his pants like she's gesturing at her friends. She doesn't have any chance for this. She doesn't have any herbs for this. She's just sort of staring, stricken, listening to his breathing, making sure he's still doing that. And when it becomes clear that there's not much else they can do now, she probably just sits and stares into the middle distance.
Yeah. Tinel is the same way, but she's looking off to where like the army would be.
So
But it's
you
it's
make me a,
it's a 1,000-yard stare.
make me a scan check.
All right. 20, by the way, so
'Kay.
beat that scan.
With a 20 on the scan check, through the smoke, it's still hazy. It's hard to see. Your vision is not great because you've been inside this really hot place, but there's people moving. And generally in your direction, if there were sorties before, it's not one grand battle or many groups. It just looks like a controlled chaos of one army pushing up against another. I think even with the 20, it's not even clear who's winning. You hope it's yours, but the One Ring is destroyed, so at the very least, there's hope that
Mhm.
that's what's happening, that your side is winning.
After a while of silence, she goes, "Did we even keep the Palantir? Does anyone know where we are?"
She laughs because that's the last thing she's been thinking about. That's a great question. I don't know if we kept it.
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
Where would it have been?
I
In the
don't-
nest.
It would have been in the nest.
In
We
the nest?
dropped
Would we
it.
have left it?
Yeah.
I don't know if we would
Tariel,
have left it.
because Tariel had that last connection, and then she was like, "Gotta go." When they asked,
And she dropped it.
Yeah.
I think she dropped it. I mean, it's conceivable she picked it back up.
Here's what I'll say. I always want to let the dice decide the story if there's something we can't come up with ourselves. If someone would actually, I'll have Tariel, you were last. Would you like there to be a Palantir?
I'm neutral on whether there is or isn't. I think we just roll the dice and see
Okay,
if
give me
I
a
picked it back
50
up.
give me a 50-50 then. Don't add anything. Roll me a D12.
Straight 12.
Give me a D12, 7 or higher. You have the
We've got
Palantir
it.
with you.
What is it?
Gandalf it. Did
Are
you
you sure?
Gandalf it?
Wow.
No way.
That almost feels like a
Oh,
waste.
darn.
Yeah, no, we saw it. There we go.
Yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Not
We have-
only do you
We have
the
two. We have two.
We got two of them.
We've had one, yes.
What about a second Palantir?
Tariel, you absentmindedly feel your hand fall on the Palantir as you're absentmindedly gazing out into the nothingness.
Yeah, I mean, because I assume maybe I don't know if we still got we probably have ditched a lot of our gear at this point, right?
Mm-mm.
I don't know where the hell she'd be carrying it at
It
this
was
point.
Rayval was carrying it in a cloth,
sack.
like in a sack that he had tied
Right.
to his side. That was
Yeah,
sort of
I'm
the
just wondering
idea.
where on her person it would be. I guess it is conceivably that.
Mhm.
So maybe when Tinel asks that, I feel like Tario would be sitting beside Halloweth, just holding his hand and staring out towards the horizon, and then maybe she just sort of says and blindly reaches for her side and says, "Oh, yes, here it is." Funny thing, I don't remember that. Um, I suppose there's nothing worse that could happen now.
Exactly.
Yeah, is there no one bad on the other side anymore?
Except Faramir. Maybe even.
She takes the sack and she holds it over to Tinel. Like, I don't want to deal with this thing anymore. It was your idea.
Yeah.
You call him.
Yeah, I think she's like, this is the only way they'll even know where we are. But even then, she's like, takes it like with the cloth around it, almost reserved. Like, I don't know what the point of this is. but flips it into her hand nonetheless.
As it hits your hand, it's a very different sensation. The danger that you felt every other time with the Palantir is not a factor anymore. You feel as though you can very freely communicate in a much more liberal way. You can be freer, you can see things, and as you do, you feel your body get pulled up about 10,000 feet, and you have a pretty decent view of the battlefield. And just in that brief moment, you glance around and see, oh, the forces of Faramir and Thranduil, they're winning. And immediately you are brought back down into the Palantir as Thranduil, or excuse me, as Faramir hoists it up. Oh, Tinel, you're alive.
Yes,
The One Ring, where is it?
gone.
And you see his face just light up. It is the best news that he could have possibly hoped for. And you watch as, not a single tear, he begins to fully weep.
Mhm.
That is hope beyond what I looked for. And where are you?
And she takes this like deep, shuddering breath and goes, on the mountain.
I wait a moment. And you see him close his eyes. And in doing so, you see him go through that same feeling that you have when you pull out to the 10,000 feet, and you go with him. Your bodies sort of view it together. So it is less a conversation between you two, but rather you are able to see through each other's eyes what the other can see, and can now form a sort of direct line of contact. You can see through Faramir's eyes, he can see through yours. You have almost a 180-degree scope of what is going around from your end. He has the other 180. So it now becomes a much more visible version of the battlefield. And you say, I see. I shall get Mithranda to you with all haste.
Halloweth first. He takes Halloweth first, please.
Of course.
Hey, Tin, what's he saying?
Do I hear Beery?
Make me an awareness check. Let's see how deep you're into this. I'm not even going to say it. Without Sauron's potential influence to hurt you, yes, you can absolutely hear Barry.
Perfect.
What's
Then
happening?
she kind of laughs and she goes, they're sending an eagle.
No, not again! A signal. We need a signal, don't we? Yes. And Beery's getting to work. He's got an idea.
Okay, go ahead. Pitch me your idea. Go for it.
Okay. It's half baked, but we're taking it out of the oven right now. He's still got the gun. He's still got the gun, right?
Does still have the gun.
Is there one of those red crystals around here that are mysteries?
Oh, make me a scan check, actually, yes.
What?
So there have been, in case there was any, I've been dropping these hints about the red crystals and the, oh, did you Gandalf it again? Two Gandalfs at,
Wow.
Whoa! Well, I got advantage on scan.
What is going on?
So,
oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So the ground itself has been. I can reveal all of this now that they weren't really.
Oh wait, I remember this now.
The crystals, the ground itself was
Crystals.
poisoned. The world itself was trying to fight back against Sauron, and had Halloweth channeled his magic a little bit, he would have felt that drain. That was the reason, Halloweth, that the draining of the magic. You were basically stopped because of the ground being at war with itself, nature itself. That was my little thing. It was going to
That's
come up.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
I was scared to do anything, so
And you know what?
I want too little help for this to be an experiment. So.
You used the magic in the most resourceful way you possibly could by trying to shrink Gwaihir's own armor, which I didn't consider at the time. So egg on my face for that, for not realizing it.
Yahoo!
With a Gandalf, yeah, you absolutely find exactly what you're looking for. What are you trying to do?
he finds kind of like a long shard. Remember, like Kirby, in like the Dark Crystal or whatever it was, when you like the long shards, and he's gonna jam one into the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
trying to jam it, and he's
Mhm.
gonna tie some of his, like 20 feet of his elven twine,
Mhm.
to whatever firing mechanism it is. He's gonna hold on the other end, and he's gonna hand the blunderbuss to Tariel. Commander,
Oh,
give it
oh,
a
oh.
throw.
She receives it, but
Up.
she doesn't like it.
Oh, of course not. No, I don't.
She doesn't care for
Don't
it.
you
She,
worry. Just give it a
hey,
toss. Up. He's
up.
waiting. Yeah,
Uh,
up, way up.
okay, she hurls it as hard as she can, straight up.
Okay, Beery, what are you trying
That
to do
elf
exactly? Describe
leverage.
the physics to me.
Yeah, he's letting her throw it, and he's got a string on the end of the firing mechanism, about 20 feet, about 30, 20 feet.
Okay.
How high does Tariel get this
I
thing?
don't think you need an athletics check. It's pretty high.
I think an elf can throw a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially like a stick where you can give it some
It's got some
swing.
heft. Yeah.
Once it reaches its apex, pulls the string and boom.
Tinel,
He's trying to create a flare.
with the Palantir in hand, you actually hear the distant ping of the gun exploding in the air as Faramir goes, "Was that you?"
Who else could it be?
Will we truly be able to hear that over the sound of the exploding volcano already filling the air with exploding rocks? I have to ask.
So
Like, how big a boom are we talking?
the way Palantirs work.
Mhm. You can zoom in and out.
Tinel-
I know
Zoom
Tinel
that.
can
in
hear
and
it.
out. You can
Yeah.
zoom in and out.
Yeah.
Tinel can hear it. Faramir can hear it.
Okay.
And now I get to show you something that I recorded a couple of weeks ago.
Wait, what?
Wait.
What?
No,
What do you
don't.
mean?
What does this mean?
Fuck off.
It's very fast.
Oh, what the hell?
But I had a feeling that there was
Yay!
a case. This is 36 seconds.
Okay.
I asked Brennan Lee
Beautiful.
Mulligan to just record a couple of possible endings that I thought might happen, that if some situation worked itself into you all being stuck on the rock, I could play this.
Oh my God.
Let me make sure I'm sharing sound.
Friends, you have done the impossible and saved Middle-earth. Landreval, we must save them. To the skies! Eagles! Eagles!
It's just me, Gandalf. But I can bear many burdens this once. And all four of them are picked up in talon and claw or hoisted with your strength onto Landreval's back as you fly the four to safety.
Oh my God.
Yay!
Oh,
Betty, best 36 seconds of my life.
beautiful.
Oh man.
Halloweth. Crisp white sheets. Soft feather pillow. Your eyes open for the first time. A different kind of elf. And I would like to hear from you, Zach, my friend, the actor, whose character has gone through very severe trauma. What's different about Halloweth this time when he wakes up?
The last time he woke up in a soft bed was in Minas Tirith, where he was again renewed because he had a lightness go from his soul. His whole soul had been lifted, and the darkness that had been in him for 6,000 years had dissipated somewhat, and he was learning to trust and open up. And that was all in preparation to do the impossible, which was defeat Gwaihir and destroy the ring, both of which were achieved. This time, as he wakes up, he feels proud. The lightness is now relief. It's success. It's something that he doesn't have to be strong for anymore. He doesn't have to stay resilient. He can just exist how he wants to. With this new lightness in his soul, but without the responsibility of the end of the world crushing down upon him. He is a little hopping mad about his foot, but
I see what you did there.
that's terrible. But that's all I could think of. He's going to look down and kind of he's going to look at his hands, his body, and then he's going to try and wiggle his toes. And he's going to go, he's under the sheets, and he's going to go, oh, yep, all there. He's definitely got like Vance. He's had a foot for thousands and thousands of years. Feels the same, sure. Until he like swings his legs to kind of start to get out of the bed. And he sees the stump just kind of below the knee. And he's going to look and go, huh. There's always a sacrifice.
That's Hiccup at the end of How to Train Your Dragon. Same.
It is, yeah, same vibe.
Oh.
I knew there was
But-
someone you reminded me of, Zach.
That's a cosplay I never did, but always wanted to.
Oh, you kill
Uh,
that.
Yeah, I know.
This is Perk. Anyway.
Yes. So he's going to it's going to nod and go, a small price to pay for saving Middle Earth.
Halloweth, go ahead and make me an awareness check if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I passed with a 6.
In passing, you are aware that something within you is missing. And with a moment of reflection, there was a kind of connection between you and Galadriel that you now feel is missing. There is a part of you that knows that she will not be a part of your life anymore for however long you choose to be in Middle-earth. She
I know
is
this. I know
severed
that
from
she's
you.
gone.
She's gone. Whatever tricks she did, whatever strings she pulled, they're gone.
That was her last thing that she did. Then there will be a knowledge of gratitude, appreciation, love, and kind of best wishes for her. I think she did the right thing. She's finally at peace as well, in the best kind of way for an elf. So this is good. He's not upset about this. He's, from a personal point of view, he will miss her. But he's not sad about this necessarily.
I think you see your nurse, Yorith, the woman that tended to Faramir all of those weeks ago, when you first got here, come to your bedside. Master Halloweth. Good morning.
Good morning, Yorith, wasn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. I assume you are. I have you to thank for these lovely divine sheets. They are significantly more appealing than the stone I have been used to.
Steward Faramir insisted that you be treated with the utmost praise and respect. I confess you may find them still slightly soiled. There has not been much washing we've been able to do these many weeks.
This is fabulous and like sleeping atop the clouds compared to the rock of Mordor.
Halloweth, as you glance down, you realize it's not actually crisp woolen sheets and a pillow. It is, in fact, just a slightly more lumpy mattress and maybe an attempt at some feather down that was maybe thrown together from one of Faramir's old pillows. This is not the comfort and luxury you were expecting as you come to your senses, but it's
A hero's
better.
welcome nonetheless.
Yes, they're all singing about Halloweth the One-Footed.
I think I preferred Halloweth the Handy.
Well, we don't get to pick and choose what they call us in this world, do we?
The one-footed. That's what they choose to focus on. The one foot. I feel like I may have done some extra things than lose a foot necessarily.
Well, then
in
hire
the
a
weeks that I've
bard
been gone.
and tell them to tell your tales of the nine-fingered or
I'm gonna kill Ravel.
Yeah, you are. That's it. Tori, thank you for reading my mind and putting that in chat. That was brilliant.
Oh, that's a dead elf right there.
That's
Say goodbye.
definitely
Say goodbye
this.
to your bard, everyone. God damn it.
That man is
The
on a boat
one-footed.
west.
Oh, he's gone.
He's
He's
gone.
long gone.
Ah. Fine. No, Saruman's Bane. I guess I'll take the one-footed.
At least they're not calling you Halloweth of the 5 toes or something. I don't know.
It seems actually better. I don't know. Like, at least 5 is a cool note. The 1 foot is not a good. It's fine. It's fine. Yay, we won.
I'll fetch your friends then.
Yeah.
The 3 of you come in, and just so we're clear, it has not been very long. You are still looking a little bit rough. I'm not about to jump a week ahead into the future saying you missed everything, Halloweth. You are awake. You are at 2 HP, having lived 1 day beyond your injury, and it was just like 8 hours of sleep, which I think you get for like the second time in your life. And the rest of you were brought in, having been brought to your own infirmaries, but you're all still sort of congregating in the houses of healing, haven't done too much outside there.
We
Zach,
at least been
Halloweth,
able.
it doesn't take very long before all of us, like, I imagine Beery barges through the doors when she's like, I'll go get your friend. She opens the door and,
you've already
where's that
here.
one-footed door? Where's that one-footed elf at?
I'm disliking this more and more. Okay.
And when and imagine like Beery's all like bandaged up from his like dried, cracked, fire burned skin, and he's like
Yes.
just like he's like we've not seen each other in months. Just seeing you in the bed.
A dwarf with
It's
a tan.
gone.
My goodness.
It's done. And he comes to his bedside.
It is done. Yes. Hello, Barry. You look about as good as I feel. So, was I at all conscious to have I any recollection of how I got there? Or was it the last thing I remember is falling?
You probably remember falling, and then beyond that,
Okay. Barry, how did I get here? I fell.
Oh, you did. You tumbled. And so did our hearts. But we got you out. We pulled you from the brink. And you're here.
Halloweth, that loss of Galadriel's connection, it's something you didn't even know was with you this whole time. But as you come back, you realize it was a part of you in ways you didn't even realize. And I actually need you to subtract 1 hope point from your total for me.
Oh man.
I don't have any.
All right.
-1.
Negative
that
1.
mean?
Then it's up to Beery to lift your spirits.
Halloweth the hopeless.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lie. Actually, I have. Sorry, I was looking at the fellowship score. I have 1, so that'll be.
There we go. Back
Bye
to zero.
bye.
Back to
Bye-bye.
0. As you are reminded, you're happy she's at peace, but that longing that all elves feel for the sea, that you feel, it's not there anymore, and there is a part of you missing.
I feel so light, and yet I feel as though I've incurred a heavy loss. A purpose, as it were.
Could Beery roll an insight check to try and understand what he's talking about? Or is that
I'll
so
let you-
far-fetched for
I'll let you
him?
roll for it, because if you Gandalf, then you're best friends and you can read each other's minds or something, and it's all just hunky-dory.
Oh, he's got some insight these days.
I know.
He's learning out of people. Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's a success. What, do you need a number or?
No, I think on a successful insight check, you can see something's
23.
up. Something's up with Halloweth. You can press him more, but he's gotten like this a few times before when he talks about home. What do you do?
Yeah. He's just gonna give his hand a firm squeeze. It was about as firm as a 4 hit point dwarf can muster.
You know what? We'll
and
say you have 5. We'll say you have 5 hit points now.
Nice. Yeah, just give him a little squeeze and just give him like a reassuring smile. And you did it. You did the brave thing like I knew you could.
That I did. We all did. This is not. This day does not belong to one man, but to all.
Yeah, where the hell are the rest of the elves at?
Go
They're
fuck
sleeping in.
yourself. No, go
I-
fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Well done, Zach.
I'm so proud of you. Go fuck yourself.
Um. Yeah, where are Tariel and Tinel? They are safe.
Yeah. We created like a flare. And in Gandalf, he came back. He was riding a freaking eagle. It was the most terrifying thing ever, actually, after what we've been through.
Certainly a little bit soon. But
A bit soon, yeah.
yeah. Maybe in poor taste, I would say, as rescues go. But nonetheless, I'm grateful. And
Better than burning up.
oh, it's better than wherever I was. It was hot, to say the least, and I have certainly it's taken its toll on my, well, as you say, foot.
I think right around this time, the ladies can start to walk in one at a time, a la all of the fellowship around Frodo's bed.
I forget Tinel's name. No, I've got.
Turns out you never knew it.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
just I never.
Ariel.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna retcon this. Havari comes in
yeah.
the doorway.
Totally
Havari's
forgot.
sister.
Yeah. Tinel, Barry, Tariel.
Jeez.
You are. Hello, you're back. He's gonna whisper to Barry. This is terrible. I've been alive a long time. I've met a lot of people. I'm generally good with faces. Humans, not to be
They all look the
like
same.
weird about it, but humans kind of all look the same.
Wait, guys, I need to retcon. Hang on, I need to retcon this.
Oh,
I'll keep
who
all of
Come
this
on.
in.
How many
I'll
times
keep
do you
all-
retcon?
Come on!
No.
No, all right. We'll do it.
No. What's your thought?
I
What's
don't
your
The
think-
thought?
momentum's already
Yeah,
ruined.
do it.
Havari needs to show up a little bit later for Tinel with the thing I have planned, but it's
Ah.
Oh,
entirely
goody.
possible that she could be there, but Rayval will not be. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Okay.
Rayval's
Havari's
not
actually
there?
just like poking around the.
Yes,
Like, the
that's what
corner's
she's
like-
doing. Actually, Tinel, you tell me what Havari's doing. She follows you to the ends of the earth now.
Perfect. Yeah, great. Then I think Tinel would walk into the room, but I do think Havari probably wouldn't, considering of how Halloweth kind of left their last conversation.
Okay.
That's
She'll
fair.
peer out from
Yeah.
the window, just
Mhm.
Happy to have been invited to the doorway. I'm leaving all of this in, by the way.
Perfect,
This is-
great, yeah.
They have to see the process.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. Oh, everyone, I'm so grateful for your care and the love that you've shown and the determination to bring me back. That was something that Middle Earth has seen very, very little once before. And I love you all. Thank you.
Take your first new fellowship point for campaign 2.
Yay!
It's a new dawn.
It's a new day.
This is fellowship points that will carry over into campaign 2, by the way.
Or
any specials we might do.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
How about that? Well, that's
Do-
fun.
Do
One.
Tinel and Halloweth do a thing? Do they have a thingy? Do a thingy if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, actually, Tinel.
I gotta wait before I can do my thingy.
Yeah,
What are you, the
Tinel-
director of this? Just like, hey, give me
it.
a scene, damn it.
Yeah,
Improv.
no,
Well, I
no,
just-
I know Tinel
He
has.
said
one
she
thing to
walked
do.
in and then nothing else happened, and I didn't want to do a thing until they'd done a thing.
I wanted to greet everyone, but I'll do a general like greeting because everyone's there at the same time. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah, Tinel is gonna sort of sit, like find a space on his bed and just kind of go, are you feeling well, at least?
He's gonna kind of look down at his various injuries and, well, dying has its setbacks. I'm doing about as
Yes.
well as I can from my current situation, but considering everything that we did, everything we've accomplished, yes, I'm very well.
Good. She leans forward and flicks his forehead and
Yeah.
goes, do not do that again.
It was not the plan. I did not see another way.
Was this? Don't do it again. Don't go jumping off ledges.
It was more of a wrestle. I didn't push and then jump after it. The tech. I didn't really think that I was going to go fully over the. I also had a plan to get back. It didn't quite
Tinel,
work out.
go easy on him. He can't help that it runs in the family.
Oh, take a whole point.
I do love.
Beery whips around. Hey, now take it easy on him.
We do love.
You
to
can see
jump
that
off
she's
high
smiling. I
things.
mean, she's giving him a hard time, but like,
Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
fair. I
Dario.
love that.
sorry.
I love that. I think.
Am I wrong?
I think that was Chris that said it in the live chat, which made me
Yeah.
like in the previous episode, which was a
Oh,
fabulous
yeah.
pull. So thank you to both Charlotte and Chris for that one.
Came down in a bubble, Doug.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me I'm wrong? Get educated.
The mythical elf of Gondolin. Bro.
Oh my god.
Tariel, I mean, she's smiling. She's just giving him a hard time, but she does not really. She doesn't approach the bed. Not too close. There's something a little awkward and standoffish about her. And maybe it's a little like stiff and formal. And but she says, I'm glad to see you're well.
And likewise, this was not an easy trip for anyone. It's a mercy to be back and breathing clean air once more, but how are all of you? I'm bedridden, but this took a heavy toll.
Halwith, they all look beat to shit.
Well,
there
well,
are
I-
Have we at
scars
least
and
had a bath?
bruises
Have
and
we had sponge
injuries.
baths or something? Are we clean?
You've been clean.
We've had a day or two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've had a day. You've had an evening to recuperate so you're up and standing.
Yeah.
But they flew you right from Mount Doom. They didn't like take you to triage camp. You were straight to the houses of healing.
Right.
You got a sponge bath, but the bruises on your
We-
body still. Ugh.
We all sponge bathed each other. The polycule is alive and well.
Jesus Christ, Zach. You trying to make live chat horny again?
Yeah, I'm just giving
Come
him more
on.
chat words. No, we don't. Not canon. Just a bit.
We actually had a whole other hot tub episode
Yeah.
in the interval.
No.
It's just one SpongeBob, yeah.
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 But yeah, they all look pretty rough. There's some bruises. Beery, half of your beard is like the outer layer is like singed. There's a very fine smell of burning hair all around you. Tinel, you've got more scars than you even care to imagine. Your whole body has just become a kind of Geralt of Rivia style thing.
Yeah. Here,
Tinel,
here.
Tariel, it's bad. I mean, you just have any number of bruises, any number of falls that you took, any number of hits that you took.
I'm at 12 HP though. I just want to say.
Ooh.
You look the best of the three. You look, I want to be clear. You look the best
Just
compared to
hanging
the three of them.
back.
You guys are great, but it's still rough.
Mhm.
Tario, you seem. He kind of looks her up and down and just hesitant. What is in your mind?
The fate of the world and our part in it. We've been back but a day. This is all that we've done for months. It's hard to conceive of a world in which we are not trying to destroy the One Ring. I suppose I feel a little in the wind.
Sit.
I think. Oh yeah, sit. Pat you pat the bed.
Relax.
I
No.
I fear I have many things to attend to. I must speak to my king. Forgive me. I will see you all soon.
Of course.
Indeed.
And she's just gonna. She's out. She's gone.
Okay.
Did that not strike you as a little bit suspicious?
Yes.
Should I follow her?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not sneaky, thanks to you. giving Hal a little bit of a wink. Yeah, hell yeah. Barry's gonna check her down. Just kind of.
Okay. Tariel, if you don't want to be found, we can go ahead and make this a competing athletics check. If not, up to you.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to be found.
Then give me competing
Ooh.
athletics checks.
We've
Your
never. Have we
athletics,
ever done this before?
Tariel versus Beery's scan.
Perfectly
It's a
normal.
28 2 6s, baby.
Oh.
Oh.
So
I
a
didn't-
30.
I didn't beat that. Let's see, 10. Well, hang on, 10. That's a 6. 16. 20. Nope, that's 20. 24 with a
Oh.
6. So 25.
Oh.
Beery, what does it look like as Tariel doesn't manage to lose you she doesn't give you the slip, you find her?
Beery has been carrying like 100 pounds just like in his pack for the last couple like months now. And now he's light as a feather. He's unburdened and he looks like a mummy. So he's like practically like a gauze ninja right now.
Duh.
He's zipping up and down all the halls following her. Yeah, he's all lubed up from like burn cream. He's
Don't like
rocking
that.
and rolling.
Don't like that. Nope, take that back.
Sliding like a penguin, just like on his belly.
No. Also, Gauze Ninja would be an amazing band name.
Ooh.
Gauze ninja.
Gauze Ninja.
We're writing it down. Hold on.
100%.
Yeah, Beery, you catch up with Tariel as the streets of Minas Tirith mostly
Oh,
clear.
she's in the
They-
streets.
well,
She's out in these streets.
she's
No, I
out
mean,
in the-
she's headed towards the library.
Okay.
You don't know if she's going to there, but that's sort of the direction she's going.
You know, some good Looney Tunes soundtrack in the background as you just beep, 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 beep. He's like
Very-
sneaking behind her.
I can hear you.
Damn it.
What do you want?
Have we reached our destination yet, DM?
No, she just stopped. I mean, I think she stops.
Yeah,
just
I think-
in the middle
yeah.
of the street and turns and
Just
faces
stop.
you.
Oh, he just stiffens and damn it! I thought I was being quieter. What was that back there? You want yourself?
Well, is anyone?
No, we're trying to figure it out as we can, but why the sudden shift?
I just need a little space.
Insight check.
Give me an insight check. If you succeed, Charlotte, get ready to divulge some true feelings.
All right.
Or 2 6s.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
25?
Come on.
Honey, you can make
Rolling
you can
hot.
make a contested roll if you want.
Yeah, what would I contest? It's just what is this? Awareness?
Let me see if you're
Luckily, I am
persuade.
favored in that.
All right. Oh, you remembered your favorite in something wild. I love it when my players do that.
I did that the whole last
I'm
episode. What are you
making fun-
talking
I'm
about?
throwing shade at Zach
So
Oh, I
unnecessary.
see.
I
Wow.
did nothing.
Wow, Don.
No, it's on me. I forgot.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think I passed my target number. It's
Tariel,
not.
what's Tariel feeling right now?
I don't know
What's the
how to feel
deal?
about Halloweth right now. I don't know how to feel, and I need.
Wait. He's a freaking hero. I mean, he did the thing.
You
He
heard what he
destroyed.
said when he wanted the ring.
We all said a lot,
Were they lies?
myself included.
I know what he said. And I
Hey,
can't.
hey. She's gonna like kind of walk forward and try to take your hands.
Yeah, you can do that. You can but
You
she
can do
really
that?
is very clearly yeah, you can do that. You can
Okay.
hold hands in the middle of the street, people are walking by.
Yeah, he looks like a little mummy. He kind of squeezes her hands a little bit, like, hey. We all said terrible things to each other. It was trying to make us hurt one another. And think of all of what we've gone through,
Yes.
what we've endured.
I think only of that. And how much I love all of you. And if there was another ring and another volcano, I would walk up the side of it again as surely as the first. And you feel, maybe you just either just perceive it, you just sense it, or maybe there's just a little breakthrough Osanwe. You feel that she has very complicated, she is something more complicated about Halloweth.
Okay.
And she doesn't want to say out loud what that might be.
Fair. Seeing that she needs to process some stuff, gives the hands another little squeeze. Knowing that you would take the hill again with us, same way. Maybe just have faith in us. That's all I'm trying to say. Just have faith. Because you wouldn't do it if you didn't have faith in us twice. Just know that what we said to each other was not the truth.
I know.
That's it.
She stands holding his hands awkwardly for a minute, sort of doing the thing where you're rubbing your thumbs over the other person's hand, like not even really aware that you're doing it. And then she suddenly is aware that she's doing it, and she smiles. She says, "You smell awful, Barry."
I know. I thought it was Hal, but it was me the entire time.
I thought it was perhaps a wet
Like
dog, but
like a
no,
cat
it's
or
a burnt
something, yeah.
dwarf. It's not. You should perhaps see if Yorith can find something.
Something. Oh, you're right. All right, I'm gonna leave you to it.
Halloweth, back at your bed. I'm terribly sorry. We ran out of soap months ago.
Oh, terrific. He's gonna
This whole city's nasty.
Halloweth's gonna do the classic check of like 1, 2,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna look down and be like, I'm not even gonna try.
And
Is that why she left?
Elves are inherently hygienic and rose smelling. No, this one. This is he's repulsed by himself. Also, his leg probably is like smelling, like it's like, oh, I smell bacon.
oh, putrid flesh aside, we come back to
it's
Beery
not
and Taria.
Okay.
I don't know what putrid means. I'm
I don't think his
Before-
wound is putrefying. He's in a lot of trouble if it is.
Right, if it's
Yellow
gangrenous.
ooze.
Oh,
It's fine. We come back to Beery and Tariel. I'm sorry I did
Bef-
this.
in departure, Beery's going to look up to Tariel and say, I'm glad to be with you here at the beginning of all things.
Oh, fuck you, Max.
Tariel bends down and kisses him on the forehead.
Oh, he blushes.
And I you, my friend.
And he scampers off. You know what? He's gonna take his time. He's gonna duck and weave into another couple like little shops or broken down storehouses or anything. First of
Yeah.
all, looking for any kind of perfume or cologne or anything that just smells good.
Yeah,
A
you
scented
don't.
candle, even he could probably scruff that into his beard.
Yeah,
A sack of
And
cinnamon.
a cask of
Arwen's gotta
ale
have
or
something.
something. Cinnamon sticks, you can braid them in like
Yes.
Blackbeard.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
no.
go ahead and make me a scan check.
Done. All right, now get to the others.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Before we do that, make me a scan check first.
Okay.
Same guy is lurking.
Barrel of ginseng and black pepper. Just-
Ooh. Yeah. Some lavender and sandalwood. All right. 21, 25. Rolling pretty darn good.
With a 25, in making your way back up to the other two, you realize you have unintentionally stumbled upon what used to be the forge in Gondor. And it's old and broken and discarded. And that stays with you for just a moment as the fires aren't lit. There's no clang of metal, it's empty. Can you make
He's going to think back to the moment where Halloweth and Barry shared some proper forging time here in here and with the other dwarves. Just kind of ruminate, even though there's nothing sadder than a cold forge, memories still are kindled.
Okay. You make your way back up to the other two as Tinel, Halloweth, you have this moment to, without Tariel or Beery, chat.
Hala's gonna be smiling and almost breaking out into a laugh that he just can't really seem to stifle. You just would never leave me alone, would you?
No. No. That was quite stupid of me, really, thinking back on it.
No, no. It was, I admit, irking at first. I found you irritating and myself more irritable around you. But that very quickly dissipated. I am so honored to be sharing this victory with you.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here to see it.
I don't know where we go from here. There's no home really to go back to.
No, I suppose not. But if I've learned anything from my travels over Middle-earth, the people here are extraordinarily resilient. They will bounce back from the fires and the stone and the shadow. There will be new homes springing up all across the earth. Now, some will leave, I'm sure, while some create a new age of peace, prosperity, happiness. I may stick around a little while just to see that happen. I've lasted this long. Plus, I have a couple of promises to keep.
Yes, one you almost made me take on.
I had to ensure it lived on somehow.
I know.
So I think for now, you have such choice. Whatever your heart is pulling you towards, whatever you feel passionate about, and whatever further good you want to do, you have the opportunity, the strength, and the love to do whatever it is you choose.
Thank you, Halloweth. I do hope you stay for a while at least.
I'm sure I will.
Maybe I'll build something. I'll need your Beery's help, I suppose.
Always here to lend an arm and a hammer.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you.
And she looks at him, and you just see her like jaw tighten, and like she is trying so hard not to cry, and just kind of like looks away and just sits back, but doesn't leave.
It's so quiet.
Yes. She actually
This-
turns and looks to see if Havari's still by the door.
Make me a scan check.
Ooh.
Actually,
Is she? Has she been here I've been here the whole
Whole
time.
time. 24. There is a 6 in there.
She's about to host Game Changers Minas Tirith edition.
Yeah.
don't tempt me, Zach. She only rolled a 15, so you do watch as you glance out, aware for the first time in a little bit that you haven't checked on her. She's walked away and is walking away. You see her out the window.
I feel like
Well,
I know that human.
And she like kind of checks his head for a second to see if there's like just a.
Oh no, now I have to keep the joke in. I was going to cut that part. I have to keep it in
Yeah,
now.
you gotta keep it.
Damn it. You know what?
Fuck it.
Yeah, we'll do
The
it.
knock on the head, the death, Halloweth has been wiped completely of Havari.
Fully rebooted.
of all the things he's lost, like very little else. He still remembers everything. Havari cut
Gone.
completely.
Well,
No
this might be good
recollection.
news.
Eternal sunshine.
Okay.
Havari
Hey,
played by
Zach.
Kate Winslet
Hey,
in
Zach.
this-
I'm going to
Yes.
turn this on you. I'm going to turn this on you.
No.
Make me an awareness check with ill favor, please.
Oh God.
Oh
okay.
no.
What does that mean?
Does he remember Ravel?
Oh, it's
What if
okay.
it's
I pass by hitting my target number exactly.
Ooh.
Oh,
60.
you seem to remember there was something in Mordor that had to do with Rhaval and Havari, and there was anger, there was betrayal. You'll think of it
Yeah.
eventually, but in only meeting your target number, it doesn't all come to mind. It's a bit foggy.
No. The thing is, I remember Rhaval being a dick. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. I just have anger for Rhaval, and there was some. Why did he do what he did? It makes no sense. There's a piece I'm missing.
Why don't you lay down, but maybe don't go back to sleep just yet?
Go into coma.
That's actually not a thing, friends. Just so you know.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Not a thing. No.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna lay back.
Um,
Like, you know what I missed? You know the thing I was thinking. Do you know what got me through Mordor? Through the fires and the brimstone and the ash and the desolation was the thought of a really nice herbal tea. I don't know.
I will find that.
They don't have
I-
soap, but they might have tea.
I will try to find something then.
Thank you.
Of
I'm
course.
weary.
We will come to Tinel's search for tea and Havari in just a minute after our 5-minute break here. We'll see you all in 5. There's no more bad guys. We can just role play out.
All right, it's
actually
great.
do-
This
I-
is
happy.
great.
I
What
do
do
have
we
a
do from
thing.
here? What do
I
we
have
do
a thing that I want to do when we get back that I think might, I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see what
me too.
happens.
Well, yeah, if I,
I
so
already
if,
love
if
it.
I have a thing for. I mean, I want to do a thing with Beery, and I want to do a thing with Tariel. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no, the fingers
No,
back on screen, podcast listeners. Ew, the clay
Get that
finger.
out of the
I am
way.
going
The
now.
putty. Ew. And
Ugh.
I think the fact that you put a nail on it too, not a real nail, but like you carved the nail into the putty, that's the gross part.
It's staying on my desk forever.
Pretty
That's
grim.
so gross, man. And welcome back. When we last left off, there was no more quest, and the players were free to do as they will. And I leave it to all of you. Direct me. Who's
You
doing
kind of
what?
have to explain as to who's going where and if there's
Yeah,
like-
well,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
We have Toriel on her way
Yeah.
to the library. We have Beery giving her space. We have the two of you, elves, Tori, Zach, Halloweth, and Tinel are just chilling there. We have the rest of that day. We have that evening, but I think you understand, at least from a technical standpoint, it's going to be at least a few days before the army of Thranduil and Faramir can even make it back from Mordor,
Yeah.
because they've crossed over. They're moving an army, and given the news that you gave them, there's no need for them to be there anymore. They can pull back. What that means for all of you, not necessarily an issue.
Where is Bilbo?
Tariel, are you
So
on
I
your way
think
to the
that's
library?
I don't know if she's going to find him or not, but I think that's instinctively why she's going towards the library, because that was the last place that she saw him.
Thank you for
but-
reading my mind, Zach.
But I think whether that happens or not, Don, as Tariel is walking through the streets, does she see any animals? Pets?
Let's let the dice decide this one. Make me a scan check.
That's a Gandalf. I can take a picture of it if you want,
No,
but that
I
is a
trust you.
Gandalf.
This is perfect because I
Yeah.
had something in mind if you rolled a Gandalf.
What do I see?
A dog you recognize. This is Silas from
Eowyn's
Rohan.
dog?
Not Eowyn's dog. This was Gamlia's dog that was
Right.
protecting her as she was the fake Eowyn under
Right.
Grima's control. And you see him.
Okay. What it's Silas, right?
Silas.
Silas, what are you doing? My goodness. And as he's like barking, having a regular dog interaction.
Yeah.
She says, Silas,
Tilts his head.
speak.
And as he barks, you feel through a Sanway. Hello, old friend.
Yes. Throw Osanwe. She will, and again, of course, not in like words.
Sure.
But will communicate the equivalent of how.
You feel the feeling of Gwaihir's power. Something has irrevocably changed within Middle-earth as the powers that have flexed their influence across the entirety of the known world, the natural world. But it doesn't feel like a corruption anymore.
She doesn't have words for what this is or what this means. She kneels down in front of him. She throws her arms around his neck. And she says, "Oh, good boy. I'm so glad you're here. You're still here. They're all still here, aren't they?"
He licks your face.
Silas, have you seen Bilbo?
He barks, and you see that Silas has been Bilbo's little companion, sitting in a little patch of sunlight every day with Bilbo in the library.
I can't. Also, my dog has just walked in as all of this is happening.
Pet your dog.
I am petting she's under the desk. She brought me a toy. She's yelling at me. So he's there? Is he there right now? Is he still just hanging out?
Silas brings you over to Bilbo, who is in the library. Oh, Lady Toriel, they told me you had been brought back.
More or less, yes. You look well.
I fear I cannot say the same for you.
Ah, no, I've seen better days. You
Yes.
should see Halloweth.
Yes, I've been told of his exploits by that young bard friend of yours. Quite the poet.
Oh, you've seen Raval, have you?
Indeed. He informed me of Faramir's true plans, his part in it, and I think, Lady Toriel, it is fair to say he regrets his part in it. Yet I think you will also understand. Those without hope might soon turn to drastic measures,
Indeed. And yet I would speak with him. When did you see him last?
Not an hour ago. I could point you in that direction if you so choose, and yet I would say this to you. Intentions, however well meant, may cause chaos and ruin. But never assume ill intention, Tario. His heart is true.
I know it is. Rayval has nothing to fear from me.
And yet he fears you.
Well, then everything is as it should be.
Quite. Yes.
I just wanted to say thank you for being, I suppose, being a hobbit, for being stalwart, for still being here, for all that you've done. I think we all owe you a greater debt than many understand.
Nonsense. You are the ones that have saved this world. Are you not?
I think there were many hands, some unseen. I would not be here if not for you. So.
And I could say the same about you, Lady Tario. This is now 2 adventures you and I have been on together.
Let's make the next one somewhere quieter, maybe, with less fire. Why is there always fire with you?
I think you'll find the best kind of fire is a warm one around the hearth. And please know that you and your friends are welcome in the Shire at any time.
Is that where you'll go?
For a time, perhaps, but I'm not sure I'm done with my adventures, I feel. Perhaps in time ready for another.
Well, I hope that I will be there with you when you set out.
I'll be sure to let you know when that time comes.
Thank you, Master Bilbo. I have other things to attend to, if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Tario. Well done. They'll be singing your name throughout history, whether you meant them to or not. I've already composed a poem.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, it's got to be better than Rayval's.
You don't give that boy enough credit.
You're right, as always.
I have my moments.
She bows and takes her leave. She
bows
pets Silas on the way out.
Gives you a little wag and says, I have just seen you again and I love you. Goodbye. He's Doug, basically. He's Doug from Up,
yeah,
is what
Doug.
I'm trying to say.
Sure. I
Yeah.
got that right away.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
all dogs are Doug.
They are.
Right? Come here. Are you Doug? Come here.
Star? There we go. Oh,
She's Doug. Hi.
Perfect. What are the rest of you doing as a near empty Minas Tirith awaits you? Halloweth, we'll say you can get up, but it's going to take you a lot more effort to get to places.
Yeah, that's fair. He is going to hop his way to. He'll use Eglos actually as his staff, because also that's cool. Oh yeah, you like a walking stick?
Halloweth.
It's Eglos.
Halloweth. I'm so sorry to do this to you, Zach.
Oh,
you
no.
used Eglos to try and pierce the rock.
Ooh.
You don't have it with you. It was destroyed in Mount Doom.
Eglos is lost in the fires of Mount Doom.
Egg lost, if you will.
Aw, boo.
You're all weak, folks. Thank you so much for calling
God.
your waitresses.
Stage. Okay. Wow. Okay, he'll use a bloody stick
Plenty
to
of those.
walk. Great. he'll use his staff and just hobble his way a crutch. I mean, there's loads of crutches. He'll use a crutch to hobble over to the forge, where I'm assuming Beery kind of is still hanging around, just
Beery?
mugging them. It depends if Beery's there or not.
Yeah, he's maybe like in the same kind of moment he was poking around looking for booze, but yeah.
Beery, I wonder if we could have just, for now, one last little get together, little team up to do me a favor. And he is going to get out Galadriel's dagger and say, I wonder if we can maybe repurpose this to suit my needs, as he looks down at his stump.
I have a feeling what you're talking about. Also, why does it have to be one last? Let's just have another. Hand me that. And he gives it a little bit of a bing against the, like a stone nearby, one of the forges, and kind of listens to it. Oh, yeah. Good spring steel, huh? Perhaps put a bit of spring in your step.
Might be fun. I certainly need it.
Take a hope point.
Yeah. Puns.
I knew Beery was going to make him something good.
Oh, don't you worry.
Make him one of those
Terrific.
cool, like, Olympic sprinter ones.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep. But it's got to be like dwarven and overcomplicated.
Okay,
Yeah. It's like the forges.
let's do it.
I think I need to impress upon you both how much of a group effort this is going to take. The
Be hard.
forge is mangled. We'll say you can get started on it, but the
fine.
manpower to actually do this is going to take quite a bit of time.
Or maybe we could just begin designing over sketches and,
Yeah, actually, I quite like that.
plans.
I love it.
Planning.
He'll take back Galadriel's dagger and just like lay it down like so.
Is this a group activity? Are you including the other two?
I think this is for me personally. This is just Halloweth, like two smiths doing their thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just exchanging notes and, kind of like it's an engineering kind of think tank right now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Got it. You guys work on that. Both of you give me a craft check then. This is not to complete a foot. We'll say that's going to take
No.
a little bit of time. But and Howleth, don't remember, you have that one extra in your craft roll because that one joke
Yeah, I have
thing
3 to 6,
that
but the
Click
trouble
said.
is my craft check has gone up by 2 since it's in strength.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead. Just a hard line. That is you are inside Mount Doom thing only. You're back
Thank
down
God.
to regular.
Okay.
God,
All right.
okay.
I think I was at 13 before, so this is great.
I had to up the difficulty on you somehow, and
No,
it
no,
turns
that's
out
fair.
it was perhaps one of the most important roles of the entire
Oh.
game.
Genuinely,
Thank you
that's
so
Sorry.
much.
So yeah, okay, grand. That makes things a little easier. Okay, let's see.
24 with the 6, not my best roll. I thank God for advantage. I rolled it out. It's all wrong.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay.
I passed my check.
As both of you pass, you start to form sort of the idea of what it would look like. When Tinel actually stops by your little planning session.
She has a chipped cup
Beery like hides the plans,
of
the
tea.
big secret, just messing with her.
Hal's gonna see Tinel and smile, and then see the steam and go, oh, 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 oh.
It's like 2 chamomile flowers in it. It's like
It's perfect.
there's
That is going to be Halloweth's single tear moment.
Yes! We got it! We got it! We got him to cry over tea. Take a hope point, Zach.
Yay!
Yay! Because, no matter what elves go through, no matter how hard-assed they are, at the end of the day, they still need their little
Their
They need
little
their
thing.
comforts. They need their little things.
Yeah.
They're still theater kids. They need their things.
These little neurodivergents just need a little thing, and then they'll be
Need to
fine.
feel a little fancy for a minute.
That's all the elves
Oh,
are, is
boy.
just the need to feel a little fancy.
A little
Anyway,
fancy
sorry.
forever.
Tinel, you walk into the forge and you see the other two.
What are you two already up to?
Look, and he holds up like kind of. It's been revised 100 times. It's been some little charcoal bits have been scribbled out, but you kind of like see the semblance of a mechanical foot.
Ah. Well, that will be very useful, won't it?
Yes, the thought of not being able to climb or walk was a little unsettling to me. So I make do. And what better craftsman to pair myself with than one of the greatest in Middle Earth? So,
Okay, easy now.
well, I mean,
Well,
Barry, your creations, can I say, your designs have saved Middle Earth. Let it be known that it was Biri's contraption that pierced Gwai here and did the considerable damage.
Okay, take it easy. Take it down a notch, all
Very
right?
big-
You're like, Torio's already got me blushing. You're like, what's gonna happen? My skin gonna catch on fire again?
Not sure, but you won't be able to. Your head won't be able to fit through that door frame, maybe. But we'll try and keep it
Oh,
tempered.
I'll be toppling over.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
Where is Taria?
I don't know. She was on a task, about what we kind of said, and I don't know if she caught me though. I'm not as sneaky as I thought I was.
Sorry, I'll go look for her. Then.
Okay. Tariel, where
Well,
are you right now?
The boys are
li-
going to sit in color.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Leave
Let
the
the
boys
women
over
handle
here.
Yeah, where's Tariel right now?
If Thronduil's not back, because I think she was serious about trying to find him, but if he's still out, with the
Thronduil is
forces,
not back yet. No,
Yeah.
you are very much sort of you were the car that got back early from the school field trip.
Yeah.
Where everybody else drove with their
Yeah.
parents, and now
Right.
it's like, oh well, we're
I have
here
to
alone in
wait.
the school. We have to wait. There's no class, obviously, but
Yeah.
like, what do we do? So you're
Yeah.
just where are you?
I think she's gonna go ultimately back up to the top level. Remember she had that moment where she was doing like stargazing.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't an observatory, I don't think, but I want to say it was.
There is a place within Gondor to look at the stars canonically. I
Yeah.
will happily say you are in there. No scan check needed. I think there's very few places that you would know to look Tinel until you find her.
That's so perfect because Tinel was gonna find the tallest point
Yeah, she just
in
keeps going
Gondor
up,
as well.
you know what I
Actually,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll find her there. Don, what time of day is it?
I'll say at this point, we've gone past the morning, the afternoon. We're approaching evening. There will need to be some sort of food eaten a little bit later, but like it's still scarce. This army is, taking up most of the food, and now they're gone. So what's left? But
Yeah.
probably mid-evening-ish.
Yeah. So she's maybe just, if it's the equivalent of an observatory, she's probably just maybe walking around the room, examining interesting objects and waiting for the sun to go down.
Tinel will maybe just watch her for a second to make sure she's not intruding on something too personal, I guess. And then step in and say, they're already making Halloweth afoot.
I'm actually surprised it took them this long.
Yes. I think they both needed something to do.
I can understand that.
You took my spot,
Oh, this is your spot.
It was going to be. And you see as like she's talking to you, there's just water in her eyes.
Right. Tariel is pretty steady. And you can see in her face that she acknowledges that you are having an emotion, but she's not intruding. That's going to happen or not. So she looks around. Strange. There seems to be enough room for even personalities as large as ours. If you would wait with me for the sun to go down and the stars to come out, I could use a friend.
Nell doesn't say anything. She just sort of walks to a ledge and sits down and just looks at you and just waits for you to join her.
She doesn't sit. She seems a little too wound up to sit, maybe, but she finds some sort of little trinkety thingy. It's fidgeting with it for a bit, and she'll come and stand near you. I've got a trinkety thingy.
There you go.
For those listening on the podcast, Charlotte has pulled out a little dice.
This
fidget.
This is a beautiful little glass blown
Ooh.
world made by the incomparable Josh Simpson, who makes these and who is married to Katie Coleman, who's an astronaut of my acquaintance who has been on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've stayed at their home and they gave me this. And so
Cute.
it seemed like a good observatory type thing to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
She fidgets with it for a little while and does not meet your eyes. And eventually just says, "What did Beery tell you?"
That you were dealing with something, but that is vague, and aren't we all at this point?
Aren't we all? I don't understand why the intrusion, why this is so important. Of course, we are all... What do we do now, Tinel? Where do we go?
Huh.
I mean...
I don't know.
I think I will go home, but where do we go?
I do not wish for us to disappear back into the woods. I don't want that. I don't know where that will carry me, but I don't want you to disappear into the woods.
I'm in no danger of disappearing. You will always be able to find me. But I love my woods, and perhaps now they will become the Great Wood again. I want to be there for that. I owe that to my woods.
I owe a similar one to mine, though it is mostly gone.
I just cannot. I cannot envision, even with my foresight, what shape the world will take now. What is to be done with elves and men? And by the way, did you know the animals are still talking?
They are?
They are.
I hadn't dared even try to find one.
That's going to make things more challenging, I think.
Yes. Yes, it will.
So, it's salads for me for a while.
I think you're right. But I think for now, we watch the sunset.
I would like that.
Both of you can go ahead and add 1 hope point.
Hey.
And go ahead and take a fellowship point as well.
Yay!
Hooray!
We will cut from here very briefly to later on in the evening, unless anyone else has anything they want to do that day specifically. Anyone else?
Tinel will eventually want to find where Havari ran off to, but that is not a immediate and probably not a tonight thing for her.
Beery, Halloweth.
Yeah, one thing. He's still on the quest for booze. We're not gonna make the foot tonight. We're both torn up to hell. We just got some designs built. Um, but there's no guards, there's no person of authority like walking around, is there?
As far as you can tell, anyone who is capable of wielding a sword has gone to Mordor. There are still nurses there. There are still people in the houses of healing recovering from their injuries. But I think it becomes very clear to you if this were a ship, this is a skeleton crew. If this is a
Yeah.
city, it's operating at the bare minimum.
Um, if he could, like a kid like that could was probably too young to wield a sword, but old enough to be like, I don't know, be able to run around and stuff.
Yeah.
And describe them Meldoon.
Go ahead and let's see this play out in roleplay. Go ahead and make me uh
Okay.
a scan check. I'll have
Oh,
you make a scan.
can
What
I
do you
have
got?
given Beery one of the locks that we found from the prison that Meldoon?
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
easy.
says he hasn't
Please.
stolen it already?
Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, let's not have it be that. Actually,
I'm teasing,
that's
I'm teasing.
funnier.
No, I like it. I like it. It's canon now.
Um, for my scan, that would be a 21.
21.
What's he
Yeah.
doing?
He's looking for Gamlia. And you find he's looking for someone, and you find Gamlia actually. This is Silas's owner, the young woman that was in the that left for the caravan with her father all those years ago in Rohan, or excuse
He
me,
was
all
the
those
decoy.
yeah, she was the
He
decoy.
married
Anyway,
her. Like,
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah. You see
Okay, yeah.
Gamlia right around just walking around Middle Earth as Silas is there with her.
You. Hi. Hi.
Oh,
So I'm a little bit
I
worse for wear, but hey, hi. You're alive.
and you are the dwarf savior that I have much to thank for.
Well, that is exactly right. Yeah, I am a dwarven savior. And your dwarven savior needs a favor.
Oh,
Yes. One of my own kind. I have a great surprise for him.
hmm.
Right? It's a good thing. Don't you worry. It's like almost like a surprise party, right? I need to know where he is before he knows where I am. It's so I could surprise him.
Make me
And
a
he looks like
persu.
this.
Okay,
And he's gonna describe Meldoon.
make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Meldoon's sure gonna be surprised.
This is of the gravest
For
importance.
sure.
20.
With a 20, Gamlia is going to look at you and say, I have seen very few dwarves in my time here, but if you are describing the dwarf I think you are, uh, he was down on the first level. He elected to stay back, and I believe is in the city. Yet I would not be able to tell you where he was other than with other dwarves that also elected to stay back, if there were any. Yet I know not.
Of
I'm
course he did.
sorry.
Yes, what the brave ones do is they stay behind, every single time, don't they? Very well. And in Beery understands where
Yeah,
she's describing.
I think she would describe to you where this dwarf was kind of last seen. She's not seen all of you, but enough of you to know the dwarves usually hang around the first or second levels. You would look around there. I think before you
Okay.
go, though, she's gonna pipe up and say, Master Beery, a
Aye.
moment. Uh,
Sure.
I never properly thanked you. I know what you were trying to do during the ceremony. I, it was not in me to take the life of another, and I thank you for giving me the chance, but I'm sorry I didn't I did not feel strong enough.
No. Be grateful. I'm glad you didn't do it either. One thing I've realized about all this darkness and war is violence leaves a bit of a stain on you. Be grateful you didn't have to sell yourself with any of that.
I'm sorry you did.
Nah, it's all right.
You are very brave.
You were too.
There is a poet that has been singing your praises for the last few days.
Oh, has he now? Where is there a place that he frequents?
Oh, the meat halls on the first level are a kind of meeting area. Well, they were once a meat hall, so I'm
It-
told.
Is this like a night? Is this a nightly thing? Almost like this night that he might be there to regale us.
Uh, you may, he may be there. I have not seen him in a day or so.
And on the first level, you say?
Yes.
Very interesting. This has been very constructive. Much appreciated. I must find my friends immediately because we have some fun to have.
Uh, very well. It was a pleasure seeing you again, and Master Beery,
Eh?
thank you.
You're welcome. Gives her a little cheek, little squeeze, kind of hold he's sitting into his ears a little bit. Yeah, a little squeeze, and he's trotting off.
All right, trotting off. Anybody else? Zach, any thing you want to do? Any people you want to talk to? Tinel, anything?
Halloweth is actually going to look around for Gorge.
Ah,
Oh my
go ahead and make me a scan check.
Oh God, here we go.
Ill favor, please.
Man, I
Yeah.
can't believe I forgot.
Oh, never
I-
mind. I have sound straight off the bat. Wham.
Oh,
He just
I've-
hasn't gotten here yet. He just
I've been
hasn't-
putting
far-
it off because
As
I
far
don't.
as you
Yeah.
know, Gorge has not shown up yet. He is
We do
Oh.
not talk about it. We do not
Nope,
even
it's
think
fine.
about it.
Gorge is
It's okay.
fine. Gorge is
Gorge
fine.
is fine.
He's
Gorge
so
is everything
fine.
fine.
It's like Bill the Pony. He totally made it back. He totally
No,
made
he's
it
fine.
back.
He's fine.
It's unquestionable. Of course
he'll
he
be
would.
Unquestionable.
He'll be fine. His too too much. If any, if anyone has plot armor in this whole campaign, I don't think anyone does. If anyone were, it would be Gorge.
Yes.
Because otherwise we would not have a season 2.
I feel that Dawn has said that Gorge has plot armor. I could be wrong though. Dawn?
I have said that Gorge has plot armor, don't you worry.
Yeah,
But in my
but-
mind, his little cloven hooves are not quite fast enough to get him back all the way to Minas Tirith.
No, that's fair. Okay. In which case, he's going to just hobble back to his bed and realize that he's going to sit down and just be like, God, I do smell. This is really, this is not, I'm not in a very pleasant state of being. He's going to try and reach around and through all of his like broken body and try and just like get his shirt off to try and get a clean one somewhere. There must be fresh
Oh.
shirts in this place.
Yeah, I'll say you find at least a clean
Okay.
tunic of
He's
some
he's
kind.
gonna be like get a clean one and he's gonna have it on his bed and he's gonna try and get it. But when you've like you're really sore, like you are in such pain from such hammerings that you cannot lift your arms above your head, and he's gonna just frustratedly like sit back and stare daggers at the clean shirt, just be like, "That's the first thing I do when I am well. The first thing I do. First thing I do. I can't believe I have to sit here in my stench. This is humiliating."
Okay. You sit.
He's just
in
gonna
your own
angrily sit
filth.
back in his bed.
Skill issue.
Irritated. Huh?
I said skill issue.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
He's in pain. It's
Minus 5 to arms.
Yeah.
So we are going to sort of settle there as the evening progresses. Beery, if you were to go down to the mess hall, you do not find Meldoon there. There's no one there, actually. It seems rather empty. And Tinel.
Lion.
Tinel. Where are you sleeping currently?
Oh,
Are you in the
She-
houses of healing, or?
I think so. I think she just defaults back to the bed she woke up in.
Mm-hmm. I think at some point your elven slumber is interrupted by the sound of a door opening. And you see Havari standing in the doorway.
That's not creepy.
Hi.
Hello.
I didn't know if you would be awake. I wanted to say goodbye.
I thought that might come. Where are you going?
With Rayval. He and I... What he did, he regrets. And yet, the quest succeeded. He played his part, but Halloweth still frightens him, and perhaps maybe a bit of Toriel.
Yes, I do think that might be a constant.
I want to go with him.
I know. She gets up out of bed at this point.
She walks over to you.
Are you going west?
Not yet. I've been told they wouldn't allow me in.
Yet, at least.
Even so, that is not my home. This is, and I have you to thank for saving it. But, Tinel, I'm ready for my own adventure. I want to see what the world is like. I didn't succeed, and I wasn't the hero like I thought I would be. I want to know what it's like beyond what I know.
I wish you luck in that, and speaking from experience, be careful.
I had a very good teacher. I will be.
When I find somewhere to call home in this land again, you are welcome.
Maybe avoid wherever Sengaya goes over the course of the next few days and weeks.
That would certainly be an adventure. That are you willing to partake in?
I want to know what's out there. More than anything. I want to see it. The whole world has changed. I want to find my place in it.
Good. Please do be careful.
You're not going to try and stop me.
Why would I do that?
Past experience has taught me I shouldn't put myself in danger in front of you.
I don't know what kind of danger you're going up against anymore. Can hardly tell you what to avoid.
Everything changed.
Be safe. And tell Rayval he will also be welcome if he watches himself.
I think you'll find him a different kind of person when he comes back.
Good. With more stories, I hope.
Count on it. She smiles. She takes your hands in hers and says, Thank you. I don't know what I'd be without you.
I have one more thing for you. And Tinel's going to go to her pack. She has one spinning arrow left.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
I had to check. She has one left. And she gives it to Havari and says, when you need to make it really, really count.
Thank you. Tinel, she takes the arrow from you, looks at it. What is this?
A very powerful weapon. Made none other than Barry himself.
Well, I'll be sure to spread word of his deeds throughout the land.
Good. Go.
How do you say that in Elvish? And the scene fades to black as Tori needs a minute. For podcast listener. Yeah! Yeah! Love you. Love you,
Oh
Tori.
my god, that was good.
That was real good.
Screw you, affectionate.
And Havari makes her way out of the doorframe. And around the same time, Tariel, Rayval is going to show up wherever you are. Are you still in the observatory for the
No,
evening?
I mean, if Tinel is left, then I think, Tariel is probably also at least making her way back to the Houses of Healing.
Okay. You're in your pod for a bit as you hear a very similar sound as Rayval knocks on your door.
Come in, Rayval.
Commander Tariel.
She stands. She crosses the room 2-3 steps.
Mhm.
She puts her arms around him.
Oh.
Pulls him close. She stands back, holds him out at arm's length. Well done.
And he just starts crying. If not for me, this might have happened a very different way, with less loss.
What you did was ill-conceived, ill-executed. It was foolish. It was dangerous. It was stupid. But I understand. It all came out in the end. Tell me that you had faith in us. Tell me, and I will believe you if you meant no harm.
What I did with the best of intentions to save those I love.
You could have told us.
I was worried you would try to stop me.
We would have.
I know.
At least we would have tried to help you.
Trust is very... And he stops himself there and kind of collects himself. You're right. I should have. I'm sorry. I cannot promise you it will not happen again. But it will not happen for quite a long time. Havari and I are leaving. I take Hallowith's words to heart.
You should. And for all of my affection for you and all that we have been through, you know that I must release you from my service.
Why do you think I'm here in the first place?
Where will you go?
I don't know. But at the very least, I want to find out who I will be when I leave.
The world is wide.
Yes. And yet, the actions of a few may dictate the fate of many.
I hope that your actions bring you some joy, Rayval.
Rayval is going to look at you and just, for what it's worth, I am sorry for what I did.
I know. I forgive you. But you should go.
I'm frightened.
Well, there's less to be frightened of today than there was yesterday.
I have you to thank for that, don't I?
You have much to thank me for, Rayval.
You see he laughs, wipes away the tears. I could not ask for a better leader.
I could not ask for a better poet and lieutenant.
I will sing your praises far and wide across all of Middle-earth.
As long as they're in tune.
What do you think of Halloweth the One-Footed?
He doesn't like it.
Would Nine-Fingered be better?
I don't think so.
What about... And he thinks for a second. And he's like, you can tell he's really thinking. What about Halloweth the Brave?
That touches nearer to the truth, I think.
Very well.
Work on it.
I shall. Goodbye,
Ah.
Lady Tario.
Goodbye, Rayval. Till we meet again.
Namarie.
Namarie.
As he turns out the door, you see him catch himself in the frame. Oh! I've just thought of a name for your fellowship.
Oh?
It's a rather complicated way of putting it, but you all met under very different circumstances, quite unpredictable.
I would say so.
Yes. I'll think of a name for you yet. Don't you worry. And he walks out the door.
Say that again. We're fantastic. The fantastic.
The sexy party? The sexy friends. The... All right. And so
Oh.
he goes.
I've got it.
Oh,
Oh, God.
And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode
Yeah, that's about right.
Of
of the Unpredicted Party.
There it is.
There it is. He
Not
said
bad,
it.
buddy.
He said it.
He said the thing.
He said the thing. Thank you all so much for joining us. We are going to wrap up here with this denouement episode as the action begins to close. just in the interest of full disclosure for my players and everyone else involved, we are going to try and do our best to get as many of the guests back here as possible to wrap up the various storylines that we've got. It's going to take some time. There may be a week we miss, but story for now continues at the pace the players and we are able to do it. The One Ring is destroyed. Gwaihir is destroyed, and these four have brought peace to the land as Halloweth the Valiant and Beery the Brave, and Halloweth the Brave and Beery the Valiant, and Tinel the Brave, and Tariel the Farsighted, and Tariel the Angry, and Tinel the Angry, and Beery the Furious, and all of these names that you've all had over the course of the many months that you've been on this journey have led you to finally an evening of rest. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you all.
Bitches.
Mwah!
Well,